The Orlando Magic are the weirdest team in the NBA. Despite there being 39 players averaging 20 or more points in the league, the Magic have 0 players in that camp. Matter of fact, the Magic are bottom 10 in offense, field goal percentage, and free throw percentage, and are also bottom 3 in three-point percentage. Because of this, the Magic have to be a bad basketball team. But they're not. Actually, the Magic are second in the Eastern Conference, are winners of 6 straight, and are tied for the best defensive rating in the NBA. In this video, we'll look into what makes them overachievers thus far in the season, highlight key contributors on the team, and determine whether their method of success is sustainable. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. In the league now heavily geared towards offense, the Orlando Magic have somehow found great success despite being 21st in offensive rating. And as you can guess, it's their defense that's been carrying them. The Magic are so good on defense that they limited Tyrese Halliburton to 4-14 shooting and 4 turnovers, which is literally insane given the tear that he's been on, and limited the NBA's best offense to just 44% shooting and 25.8% from 3 in a game that wasn't all that close. Overall, the Magic are tied for the best defensive rating in the league with a rating of 106.8 and are actually somehow tied for 5th in Nets rating despite their offense being bottom 10. They're second in steals per game at 9.4, they're 10th in blocks at 5.6 a game, give up the fewest second chance points at just 11.7 a game, surrender the 8th fewest amount of points in the paint per game, give up the 2nd fewest field goal attempts per game in the league, and have surrendered fewer than 100 points 6 times this season. The Magic don't have sensational defensive stoppers at every single position, and injuries haven't been on their side as well. However, their massive length, schemes, and few standouts on that end have made them exceptional. Between Paolo Banchero, Franz and Mo Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, etc., you have 6'9 to 6'10 guys with 7-foot wingspans that can create havoc in passing lanes, and even the smallest guy on the court could be a guy like Jalen Suggs, who's 6'4 and has a 6'6 wingspan. Coach Mosley made it an emphasis to deter shots at the rim and get proper closeouts to limit corner threes, which is obviously a recipe for success if executed well. And to the Magic's credit, they're only allowing teams to shoot 60.5% at the rim, which is the 6th best mark in the entire league, and opponents are shooting just 34% on corner threes against them, which is the 5th best mark in the league. With regard to standouts on this roster, we have to highlight both Jonathan Isaac and Jalen Suggs because they've reminded us of how impactful they can actually be. Jonathan Isaac was drafted with the 6th overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft and was praised for his combination of size, length, fluidity, ball handling ability, and potential to guard positions 1 through 5. The offensive game hasn't developed as hoped going into year 7, but he is truly one of the best defenders in basketball, using his wingspan, IQ, and athleticism to be a disruptive force. He covers so much ground defensively and has insane recovery ability. He can cover for other people's mistakes, be a great help defender, and make offensive players go through hell. You can legit play him on not only the best wing on the opposing team, but other perimeter threats and even some centers if they go small and play him at the 5. He has rim protection ability, uses instincts and wingspan to block and alter shots at the rim, and again, it's a nightmare to try to take him and attack him off the dribble. Isaac has been great defensively for a while now, but the ACL tear and hamstring injuries kept him off the court for 2+ seasons. Fortunately, we've seen what he and Jalen Suggs can do when fully healthy this season. After a season at Gonzaga where the team went undefeated going into the NCAA tournament, Jalen Suggs impressed and was drafted 5th overall in the 2021 NBA draft. As a former quarterback who was named Mr. Football and threw for 25 touchdowns and rushed for an additional 12 in high school, Suggs was praised for his court vision, size, strength, and elusiveness at the college level. However, his first 2 seasons in the league were pretty rough. He struggled mightily with his efficiency, shooting just 38.7% from the field, 27% from 3, and averaged 2 turnovers to just 3.6 assists. But in year 3, he's easily having his best season. Over his last 5 games, he's averaging 13 points on 50% from the field, 40% from 3 on 4 attempts a game, and 1.5 steals per game. Suggs is genuinely all over the court and doesn't give up on plays, being able to get you an assist on one end and immediately following that up with a steal on the other. He's among the league leaders in deflections and creates so many opportunities through his hustle plays. He has excellent anticipation and strength at the guard position, which turns a clear mismatch between him and a much taller OG Anunoby into a steal, and he's really emerging as one of the best defensive guards in basketball. Actually, if Suggs continues to improve as a 3-point shooter and further develops his in-between game, he can be one of the better guards in the NBA. In terms of the brightest stars on the team, Paolo Banchero has steadily improved upon a record-setting rookie season. He's not averaging more points than he did last year, but he's shooting a great 48.7% from the field in comparison to the 42.7% he shot last year and 44% from 3 this year on 3 attempts a game. Paolo had a rough start to this season, but over the last 5 games, he's averaging 22 points on 55% from the field and 53% from 3. Franz Wagner also hasn't had the ideal start shooting behind the arc, shooting just 28% from 3. But he's really picked up his play overall during this winning streak, averaging 20 points and 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.6 steals over the last 5 games. For the Orlando Magic, what's also important to note is that both Markelle Fultz and Wendell Carter Jr. have been injured and have played a combined 10 games this season, with Markelle being one of the underrated playmakers and ball handlers in the league, and with Wendell being a more than serviceable player at the 5, the Magic definitely will get a boost with their returns. The Magic are the 5th youngest team in the league and are in a position that no one could have predicted them being heading into this season. The defensive masterclass that they put on thus far against respectable offenses makes me believe that they will still be elite on that end, and being in the middle of the pack offensively, just like they've been during this winning streak, might get them into the NBA playoffs down the line. Are they contenders? Well, no. But again, this is the 5th youngest team in the league with a lot to look forward to moving forward if their core guys reach their full potential. Things are actually looking bright in Orlando. With that being said, be sure to comment your thoughts on the Orlando Magic in the comment section down below. How impressed have you been with their start thus far, and how great do you feel Jalen Suggs can actually be if he continues to improve as an outside shooter? Additionally, how high do you believe the ceiling of this young core of the Orlando Magic to be? Comment down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay